Hi everyone, this is Nitin Chora, physical therapist from nitin360.com. This is one of my coaches. He tries to look inconspicuous, but he is a genius. Let's just put it that way. Geo DeRice is an expert in marketing, and he works with Ryan Lee, who's a monster in the internet marketing world. Geo, when physical therapists want to market themselves to patients, they can use the right words and they can use specific phrases that can help patients think about them the right way.
Right.
How would you advise physical therapists to market themselves better to patients? Generally, a lot of physical therapists, we don't learn marketing in school.
Right.
So if I was a physical therapist seeing 10 patients a day and I had a small practice, what can I do to convey my services better to patients?
I think the most important thing, and we've talked about this on several occasions, is you have to put yourself in the shoes of the patient. And a lot of times what we do is we sort of say stuff about what we want to hear. You talk about the features, or I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I can do this for you. But we never truly explain in our words what that service that you're doing for them, what benefit it brings out for that patient. So when you're able to go ahead and solve their back pain, what are the things that they're going to be able to do that they could not do prior to having you work with them? Mm-hmm. It's important for you to go and also understand, imagine that one of the best exercises to actually do is to actually think about your patient, close your eyes, think about your patient, and experience a day in their life from their perspective, in their shoes.
That's very
Think
insightful.
about the fact that when they get out of bed, whether they got out of bed with pain or without pain, whether they're sitting down at the office for 8 hours, what that's going to do to them, and what type of physical activities they're not able to do because of the limitations that their bodies are putting them into.
And use words accordingly.
And the thing is, you want to focus on words that will agitate their problem. So if I have a lower back problem, there are a lot of things that I'm not able to do.
Use words like excruciating pain, unable to get up from the bed, unable to
really
bend forward.
You want to create that situation. Don't just say excruciating pain. Tell a story. The best way to sell is telling a story. So you could even go and say, listen, if you're the physical therapist and I'm the patient and I'm reading your stuff, I want to feel as though you as a physical therapist understand exactly what I go through. So if you go ahead and say, listen, one of my patients came to me at one time and told me every morning he wakes up and has severe back pain. He's not able to go and play with his kids. When he's at work, he often has to go and stop in the flow of work because he has to get up because his back is always tightening up. He doesn't know exactly what specifically to do to go and help alleviate back pain. When you go and explain that in your story and then say, now I am the solution that could go and solve all those worries that you have. Mm-hmm. If you're able to go and convey that very clearly and they understand and trust you, then automatically they'll go and feel, okay, I have a bond. I don't really know this person, but there's something about him that's just making me feel very comfortable. He understands me. And that's what people want to buy and invest their time and services in people who they like, trust, and people who understand them. So, like you said, you don't have a lot of marketing training from a physical therapist. You focus on the medical, being able to understand what the muscles do and exactly know specifically how to go and fix the problem. And it's the same type of time and investment. You got to really pour yourself into that person. Be the patient. Experience what the patient is going through, and then only then you will be able to go ahead and write stuff that will
create an ad.
Yeah, create an ad. And the best thing is to speak it, because even with your stuff, when you do the video, you say better stuff than when you write it. So all you got to do is do the video and get somebody to type what you said, because when you're talking, it's conversational. It's just like you're talking to me and you. What that happens is when we start writing it on a piece of paper, that connection is lost, and so we start talking as if we're talking to a wall to a person with no emotions. So do the video first, and then if it has to be in print,
create a video. We don't create enough videos.
Yeah, so you do it. Create the video, and then if you need to put the ad in print, then just get the actual words said in the video transcribed, and that
becomes a separate product or a separate item that can go with the video.
Exactly. And a lot of another cool thing that physical therapists can do for patients is also, I saw a real estate agent business, is actually create a DVD. Instead of giving, direct mail, where a lot of people just give.
Direct mail is a letter in the mail.
Yeah, letter in the mail. So a lot of times, what physical therapists might do is like postcards.
Yes.
So instead of a postcard, you could have a video postcard where it's in a DVD, a nice case. It could have a picture of you in the back, and then a testimonial from one of your patients.
And it doesn't cost much. It can be done
Very
for less than $1. Sometimes less than
inexpensive.
50 cents.
Very inexpensive, and again, it makes you stand out in the mind of the patients. Like this physical therapist, I understand they're not into making money or trying to rip people off, but he invested his money to deliver this message to me in a completely different format compared to what any other person in the medical field would ever do for me.
Yeah, so if you have fairly sophisticated audiences, a DVD might make sense. And when the audience is older, as some physical therapists have, 50, 60 plus year old patients, then well placed ads with the right words can make a big difference.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And I think, again, for those who's watching the video, Nitin is a person who's very, very dedicated in helping physical therapists understand marketing.
And I learn a lot of my marketing from this guy and other guys.
I paid him to say that. So again,
Where's the money?
I didn't say that. So again, the key thing is really understanding. If you have a person like he comes to me for coaching because I've had the experience. This is something he's doing right now in his practice to get more patients. And again, not just to get more patients, but to be able to. If he's able to provide his service, he's able to go and better serve those patients, which is what a lot of physical therapists care about the most. So again, if you want to have somebody teach you the marketing, the best thing to do is to learn it from a physical therapist who's doing it right now, and Nitin is that person.
Absolutely, and I think you'll have a hard time getting hold of Geo because he's very busy, but I'm lucky to be in touch with him, and I'll be glad to pass on messages to you guys through the blog. Thanks everyone, thanks Geo,
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank you everyone.
All right, bye guys.